We are Kentucky, Tennessee living, and here we are at the West Tennessee Cotton Museum, located in West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center in Brownsville, Tennessee. Come along with us as we discover the tools that were used to create textiles not so long ago. Walter Sanders of Brownsville, Tennessee, worked as a sharecropper on the farm of Tom Crowder. His son, Archie Sanders, a freelance photographer, took this photo of his father in the cotton field between 1945 and 1947. Sanders is buried in the Mercer Cemetery on Bond Ferry Road. Photograph is courtesy of Kelvin Sanders' grandson. 9-foot cotton sack, circa 1953. Made of a heavy, tightly woven cotton, quote, duck, unquote, made in several lengths, 9, 7.5, 6, and 5 feet. Cotton sacks were used in the early 1920s and continued to the mid 1960s. In earlier years, cotton was picked in large baskets. This cotton sack is on loan by Mr. and Mrs. Ollie Matthews of Lauderdale County. Weighing cotton. At the end of a long day in the field harvesting cotton by hand, the cotton sacks and baskets were weighed. The person picking the cotton was paid by the pound. Cotton scales were used to weigh sacks or baskets of picked cotton. The cotton scales were usually suspended from a homemade tripod or nailed to the side of a wagon, barn, or cotton house. The sack or basket of cotton was hung from the bottom hook on the scale and weighed or poised, was also placed on the scale for balance. Larger beams were used to weigh bales of cotton after ginning. A spring scale was also used to weigh cotton sacks and baskets. This type of scale worked by the weight, basket, or sack stretching or compressing on the spring. This one is on loan from Benny and Joanne McBroom of Haywood County. Colored cotton. Growing colored cotton began thousands of years ago, around 2700 BC, in India, Pakistan, Egypt, and Peru. It grew in natural colors, mocha, tan, gray, a red-brown, and was prized by the hand spinner. With the Industrial Revolution and its newly invented looms, short fibered colored cotton was displaced by longer fibered white cotton. As white cotton variety grew in popularity, colored cotton nearly disappeared, kept alive only by the hand spinners. Naturally colored cotton was not only free of dyes, but it is also grown organically. Known as a certified organic cotton, it is grown in fields which has been free of pesticides, herbicides, and chemical fertilizers for at least 300 years. This particular brown cotton was grown on the Percy farm in 1989. The seed was given to Mr. Martin and he just planted it just for fun. Exports of raw cotton continued to be an important factor in the nation's economy. By 1911, revenue in cotton exports exceeded the nation's four largest groups of exports: wheat and wheat flour, meat and dairy products, iron and steel manufactured, and copper, by $53 million. In addition, exports of cotton textile products accounted for another 29 million. The cotton basket. There were different styles and sizes of baskets used during the harvest season. Sometimes the smaller basket was just as convenient to use as the cotton sack. It was also taken into consideration as the size of the person picking the bolls of cotton. This basket is on loan by Evelyn McMurray Anderson of Haywood County, Tennessee. The water keg. The water keg provided many a farmer with a fresh drink of water during the long hours in the field. Some kegs were attached to cotton wagons, and others were found in the sheds and barns. Before there was running water, most water was stored in various sizes and types of containers. This keg is on loan by Carol Moody Warren of Haywood County. This concludes our section of the West Tennessee Delta Heritage Center's Cotton Museum. Stay tuned as we will cover the growth of the cotton industry into what it is today. We thank you for watching Kentucky Tennessee Living as we bring to you the history of Kentucky and Tennessee and how they helped to shape American history.